Ah, what is up, everyone? If y'all hear weird noise, it's because my chat is going crazy. Um, but yeah, obviously, my last video was of me kind of just letting everybody know that I was going to be getting like a whole bunch of OT this past few this past week. I am so tired, dude. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been doing. I've been at work like on again and off again. I'm so tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Okay, so essentially what happened is that like I have essentially what happened is the week before they was basically saying, hey, the week is gonna be kind of hectic. Would you like to get some overtime? I get overtime, and I I didn't expect overtime to be that intense, or rather, I thought overtime meant that we were going to get more hours on Black Friday and of the weekend, but instead we got overtime that whole week. So like day after day after day after day, I was getting like what, like 10-hour shifts or something. It was intense. I think 10-hour shifts. I don't know. It felt like 10-hour shifts. I'm not sure. But I am exhausted. I do. I realize now though. I think it might just be the Stockholm syndrome or something. But I like my job. I actually don't. I don't hate my. I'll say it like this. I don't hate my job, and having good coworkers actually do kind of. Hello to the one person. Well, to the two people. By the way, thank you for showing up. This is just me trying to do my weekly vlog using my live feature in order to do it. So if I come across as rambly, it's because this is also me just recapping my week. Um, but uh, but yeah, though, like I said, I got overtime. My coworkers definitely made it worth. My coworkers definitely made it worth my while. Like they were very helpful and supportive this entire time. I also, in one of my videos, I brought up how I love interacting with the kids at my job because a lot of parents come to my job and they bring their kids with them, and they I always like go over and I get a random thing off the shelf and be like, hey, what do you think about this? You think mom will look good in this? Kind of like as a selling tactic, but also to kind of keep the kid engaged, because if you don't, then they freak out because they're like, I'm bored, I don't want to be here, I'm screaming. um but like I realized, like, I had a crazy encounter with a kid earlier this week where I was where like there was a lady coming into the store. No, we're told to greet people when they come in, and I go over to the lady. I say, hello, welcome to this welcome to the mall, right? And this kid and her kid, it's like the tiniest child, just grabs my finger and just starts walking. And he's walking forward with a purpose. I'm walking backwards because I'm getting dragged along with this kid. And it just, and like, I'm like, okay, okay, I guess we're going on an adventure. Where do you want to go? And this kid is like, "Eh, nah, 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 nah." And I'm like, okay, no problem. And that was the moment I realized, like, I could probably get easily kidnapped by a kid. Like, they could just grab my hand and just like, nah, 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 nah. And I'd be like, okay. And I would just walk with him. So I'm walking with this kid, and at some point, this kid realizes that, like, like, I'm not going to Denzel Washington him. I'm not going to, like, go take your hands off me. I'm not going to do that. So this kid looks at me and goes, carnival ride. So he's grabbing me, and then he's still grabbing my finger, and he's running around. He's running around in circles around me, and I'm just I'm spinning with him. And the mom is like, okay, let's not do that because he'll if he gets dizzy. And I'm like, okay. There's like, okay, that's your mom. She's like, I'm a worker here, not a carnival ride. Your mom doesn't want you to throw up. Nobody wants you to throw up. You go ahead. And it's like the kid just looks at me and goes, bye bye. And I'm just like, this is like, I went from being an accomplice to a carnival ride to this small child. And that's stuff like that just always gets to me, because it was like there was like no words. There was like rarely ever any words like disclosed. It was just that was what would happen. I just thought that was kind of funny. um Black Friday was hellacious, by the way. I did not like working Black Friday. Black Friday was ridiculous. It was definitely like a case of, like, we definitely needed that overtime because, like, we needed that many workers, because that the job itself is already pretty hectic around the weekend, but it only gets worse when you have like that influx of customers coming in at once. Like the place got so busy and the place was getting so much business that there was literally a line in front of our store. Like we actually had to like stop people at the door and line them up and corral them to like wait for some people to come in and then wait for some people to come out. It went from being a retail store to a nightclub because of Black Friday, and it was just hectic and hellacious the entire time. People were just coming in and just wrecking stuff. Just so many. Like I think we made our best sales day ever on Black Friday. It was like it was a lot of money, and I'm just like it's still like it's crazy to me because it's like on any other day, on any other Friday, it's not that bad. But Black Friday comes in, they just consume. It's crazy. It's wild. Um, but I ain't gonna lie though, man. Like just being able to say that I'm with my coworkers and we're just like, we can pal around during our breaks and stuff like that. That definitely kind of kept my spirits high because I didn't realize that I got overtime for Black Friday, the week of Black Friday, and the weekend after, and it was just it's tiresome. But it's like I'm just hoping that the check that I get from that is going to be worth it. By the way, hello to the two people that are on here. Once again, I'm doing my weekly vlog using a live feature to save space on my computer. I'm glad you're here. I if you don't want to say anything, I apologize if I'm sounding too rambly. It's just that while until you guys say something, I'm still going to try to give a recap of how my week went. Oh God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I'm so tired, dude. Oh man. Mm. And I still got to go to work today, by the way. But like I say, a whole bunch of OT. Um, and I'm just like, and I'm kind of hoping that I get OT this month as well, for Christmas and everything like that. Just so, because like I would like to just be able to have a whole bunch of, big checks kind of back to back, especially because, like January comes around. I'm pretty sure overtime in general would just become a myth. So, part of me would just kind of like to be able to say, I got my last little bit of OT before it was taken away from me. So there's that. And, but yeah, that was basically that was my work. That was my job. That's kind of the reason why I haven't really done a whole lot of lives or made a lot of videos or anything like that. Another reason why I didn't make a whole bunch of videos was because my internet got shut off. Hey, what's up? What is up, Jarian? Coolest name in the chat. Well, one of the coolest names in the chat. How's it going, bro? I'm doing my recap right now, so just for my YouTube. And yeah, you came in right around the time where I was going to bring up how I lost my internet connection on Thanksgiving. So here's what went down. Clearly, I was a little late on my payment for my internet provider, and I gave them my internet. I gave them my money a few days late, and because it was late, I couldn't do it the standard way. I couldn't do it like just do the internet, do the app on my phone. Instead, they said, hey, contacted the remote service using a chat feature on the app. I do that, no problem. I talk to a remote worker with the chat through the chat feature, and I give them the payment through the secured payment thing that they had offered up that had offered up through the site. I did that. I did that. My money on the bank in the bank said, "Hey, you got that money. That's yours, right? I was saying you got that paid for. No big deal." So come Thanksgiving, well, come like the day before Thanksgiving, I'm told, "Hey, you got to pay something before you get your service taken away." And the first thing that's going through my head is, I paid that. You guys know that I paid that. My bank confirmed that I paid that. Now, there's a little bit of naivete on my part because I didn't get the receipt number. Uh, if there was a receipt number, I don't know if there was, but normally I save receipt numbers. But if I don't remember this receipt number, I'm pretty sure it's probably because there wasn't a receipt number. In any case, whatever was supposed to confirm that I paid the money to them, they didn't see. But I have my bank statement basically saying that I gave money to you guys. So it's like, so I'm talking to them about it, and they're like, well, we didn't get the money. And I'm like going, well, that's something that y'all gonna have to search. Y'all should search for that internally. Y'all can't just talk to the guy that I talked to before and have him straighten this stuff out. Like, it's like this isn't a case of this isn't a case of, um, this isn't a case of, hey guys, I don't have the money right now, but if you give me this time frame to pay it, I'll pay it. And then they just say, well, unfortunately, you didn't pay it, so they cut it off. This isn't that scenario. This is a scenario of I gave them money and they said that they didn't get it. And they're punishing me for them not getting the money that I gave to them. So, whenever I undergo some sort of financial struggles, I always find myself like, thinking about politics. And the first thing that went through my mind is people that are in charge of the people that are in charge of this, you always have to go through a protocol to unlock a special feature when I'm the one paying. like right? Like, what is that, bro? And that's what happened to me. It's like I paid you guys and you said that I didn't pay y'all, and now I have to pay y'all, and then they cut off my internet on Thanksgiving. And because what I wanted to do is, because I couldn't see my family on Thanksgiving, like everybody, like my family's in the next state over, and I didn't have gas at the time. Like to actually go and see them. I was going to actually do a surprise live things for Thanksgiving, and I couldn't do it because they took my internet away. So it's like in my brain, I'm like, the people that are in charge of this company are now going to be in charge of the country. So it's like this sort of incompetence is going to become national practice. And I'm realizing it firsthand. Like, we've all had issues when it comes to payments. We've all had issues when it comes to stuff being too expensive. We all had issues when it comes to like services that we pay for being wildly incompetent or pointlessly expensive for the case of, benefiting the high, the people at the higher levels. And like in my brain, it's like those people are now going to be in charge of the country. There's a reason why I didn't specify like the name of the company that I'm with, because then people are going to be like, oh, well, that's just that specific company. Why don't you just go to this company? They don't do this. This other company won't do the thing that you did. And it's like, oh, yeah, but they all do the thing. They all do something that's kind of sucky. That's the point. You know what I mean? So that sort of stressed me out a little bit. That just agitated me because it's like, I gave y'all the money. Why did y'all take away my thing? It's like, y'all, happy Thanksgiving. It's crazy. I also got a random blessing on my around my Thanksgiving. Like at random, I went on my Cash App and somebody just randomly gave me like $25, like the day before Thanksgiving, which that just blew my mind. Like I didn't even like I'm not used to getting blessings like that. I'm not used to people giving me money. You know what I mean? I'm not, I don't know. Like I'm used to working for money and paying, and getting paid to do work, but I'm not used to people giving me money. Cause the first thing that goes on in my head is, will I have to pay this person back? You know, you know, but so far, they haven't requested it. So it's like, I'm like, that's very nice of them. Boy, but I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm so tired. Like this Black Friday has definitely like wore me out. Black Friday, Black Saturday, and Black Sunday, because like you would think that Saturday was also Black Friday with how ridiculous it was. I'm gonna lie to you, I am so exhausted. Also, I'm a little bummed out though, because when I did finally get my internet back, because I did, I got paid. Like I said, I got paid recently at my job, so I did get a chance to pay to get my internet back up. Obviously, right? But uh, like I did kind of working in retail. It gets crazy. You understand? You understand? Shoot, man. But you know, I did get a little bummed out because like I do have this really terrible habit of like going on YouTube and looking at my stats and stuff like that. And I'm aware that I'm probably not going to get any more subscribers for a while, but like it is kind of bumming me out. Like my older videos are like not getting watched at all, and it's like it's like it's a 600 video and then nothing else, and it's just like, man, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. Come on, guys. Don't y'all want to see me progress into this individual before you? I have videos of myself when I was a kid. It's right there. You can see me in my worst and my most obnoxious. Like even like I even like I think it's weird that I got haters on this app, like that don't want to like look into my older stuff just to dig for dirt and say, yeah, see, he used to be this way, he used to do this stuff, and he used to be this way. Because I like once again, I did have an incel phase, I did have an a-hole phase, I did have an obnoxious phase, and so it's like you would think that they will kind of be like trolling those just to see like what they can find. He said this about women. By the way, women, any woman who's going to probably be watching this later, please protect yourselves. I just remembered that like Project 2025 is going to ban blankography off the internet, and dudes who don't get that kind of satisfaction can be very dangerous. So just watch yourself. It's not really a bad habit. You just strive for good content and numbers. Yeah, I do. I try to anyway. I do. I don't. It's just like I don't really like to. I kind of don't like to look at my numbers too much because of the fact that I don't want to be disappointed in the lack of interaction that I got. Because I was really happy when I went from 500 subscribers to like 1,000, and I realize now that I'm close to 2,000, but like like that's probably not going to happen. If I get 2,000 subscribers, I feel like that'll probably like be the thing that's going to get me to at least 2,500. I don't really care that much about my subscriber count. I'm not trying to be famous. I just want people to just give a crap about what I'm saying. But like it does kind of make me feel good to know that many people would give a crap about what I'm saying. But yeah, but looking into that, I was just like, I'm like, I don't really mind it, because the one thing about me is that like if I were to become like a successful YouTuber, I would literally be like telling people about other YouTubers. Like I would be that guy telling y'all, hey, here's a YouTuber you haven't seen yet. Check this guy out. He only has like XYZ subscribers, but his content is amazing. Check him, check this person out, check that person out, check these people out. These small YouTubers right here definitely need some more love by all means. Like that would be me. I would be that guy. But yeah, but it does kind of bum me out that people haven't really saw my it's like I got more videos before the 600 one. Like like I've been doing this for years. Like, don't y'all want to make fun of me in my cringe childhood days, my cringe teenager days? Come on. Um, but it's all good. I ain't really stressing too much. It's just like it does get kind of tiresome now. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of tiresome, I am tired. I can't stress enough, man. It was like it had to have been like what, like 9 hour days or 10 hour days or something. I don't know. That OT is kicking my butt and I can feel it, and I am so tired, dude. Like if you, I don't know if you say you work in retail too, so I'm going to assume like no, wait, no, somebody works at a somebody one of my regulars, they work at a I forget what it's called. They worked at a deli. But yeah. Whew, I'm so tired, dude. But I'm trying to wake up. I'm still trying to wake up. But yeah, I do also got work today, but thankfully I go in much later. I only got like a 4 hour shift today. But like they throw extra hours on us, 9 hour days, 7 days. Yeah. And me personally, I don't mind that. Like I think the thing is that like I don't mind working overtime. Like I'm used to working overtime. It's just that like once I'm down, I'm down. It's like it's kind of like a stunt. It's kind of like a stunt person, you know, like a stunt person. They could do all those stunts for a certain amount of time, but once they sit down, that's when they start to feel it. And that's what's happening to me now because like when I was at work, I was a machine, bro. I was doing what I needed to do with whatever I needed to do to get it done. And like now I'm sitting here, like I'm finally relaxed, and I'm like, oh, that's what my body's supposed to rest too. What? Okay, no problem. Yeah, work at Bucky's. Oh, I've heard stories about Bucky's. I didn't know that Bucky's was like a retail store. I thought it was just a gas station until I realized I literally worked like across the street from one. And I went over there one day just out of sheer curiosity, just to see what the hype was. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's basically Walmart. Uh, which I don't know if I will ever shop at again, by the way. Um, but like, yeah, man. Oh boy. I might also do a live tonight if I'm not too tired. I might do a live tonight, and if not tonight, convenience store. Convenience store. I like the air quotes, bro. But like I might, like I said, I might either I might either do a live tonight, or if not tonight, then I'll probably do one tomorrow because I do have to get ready for work and I do have to kind of wake myself up and stuff like that. But yeah, I gotta cut this one short. So yeah. But as always, though, love. Well, hold on. I'm gonna end my lives differently. I'm gonna end my lives like how I normally end them anyway. We had fun here today. Got a chance to hear me just ramble on about how my week went. You can complain about like how tired I am, but just know that deep down inside of every person right now, we're all just really, really tired and exhausted, and preparing and dreading for a crazy yet hopefully fulfilling um, holiday season. These holidays is going to be a little stressful for sure, but let's not forget what the importance of the holiday season actually brings: togetherness, love, care, kindness. You know, things that certain people who vote. Be good to each other out there. Love, peace, and happiness to every single one of y'all out there. Being mean is mainstream, but being kind is punk rock. Please be sure to be punk rock. And to everybody who's watched today, I love you too. Boy, let's go ahead and get this. Let's get this job going. Let's go.